In the late 18th century, King Gustaf III of Sweden harbored a deep suspicion of coffee, believing it to be a serious threat to public health. Determined to prove its harmful effects, he devised an experiment that would be considered highly unethical by modern standards. He selected a pair of identical twins who had been sentenced to death, offering them a chance to live, on the condition that one would drink 3 pots of coffee daily, while the other consumed the same amount of tea for the rest of their lives. To monitor the effects, the king assigned 2 physicians to observe the twins and document any health consequences. However, the experiment quickly took an ironic turn. Both doctors died of natural causes long before they could report any significant findings. Then in 1792, Gustaf III himself was assassinated, leaving the experiment without its most invested overseer. Despite the king's absence, the twins continued their assigned beverage regimens. Contrary to Gustaf III's expectations, neither appeared to suffer immediate ill effects. The tea-drinking twin eventually passed away at the impressive age of 83, a remarkable lifespan for the time. The fate of the coffee-drinking twin remains unclear, but there is no record of any severe health complications resulting from his daily caffeine intake. The experiment, while crude and unscientific, was part of a broader attempt to control coffee consumption in Sweden. Throughout the 18th and early 19th centuries, coffee was banned multiple times, with authorities citing concerns about its impact on public health and social order. Despite these efforts, coffee drinking persisted, often going underground as determined Swedes found ways to bypass the restrictions. By the mid-19th century, coffee had become deeply ingrained in Swedish culture, transforming from a controversial beverage into a daily ritual. Gustaf III's attempt to prove its dangers not only failed, but also highlighted the futility of trying to legislate against popular habits. Over time, Sweden emerged as one of the world's leading coffee-drinking nations, embracing the very beverage its king once sought to suppress. Looking back, Gustaf III's experiment stands as an odd but fascinating chapter in history. It serves as an early, albeit flawed, attempt to study the health effects of diet, though without any scientific rigor or ethical oversight. The irony of the situation, that the coffee-drinking twin outlived both the physicians and the king himself, only adds to its intrigue. While the experiment failed to produce any meaningful evidence, it highlights how deeply rooted fears about new foods and drinks have often led to extreme reactions. Coffee, once seen as a dangerous indulgence, is now a staple of modern life, proving that even the most persistent anxieties over dietary habits can shift with time.